Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV.
We hope you are enjoying Season 7, but before we get started, a quick reminder, you have until the end of the day on May 29th to submit your designs for the 2K TV Jersey Design Challenge.
And stay tuned because later in the episode, we'll introduce you to the judge that will be picking finalists. And he has some tips on designing a winning uniform.
All right, now another way to earn VC, 2K TV Interactive. And this week, all questions.
The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's a DA.
Kevin, thank you.
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Wood out. James Gregg that had head coaching changes. How long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Here's Reyes. Drills it from outside.
They want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter steal, but not when you want to leave open.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Pass to Porter. Takes a three. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Three-pointer. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. That's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
The pass to Şengün. From 13. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
At the line, rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
The Warriors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. It's Schroeder with the drop. It's rebounded by Poole. Warriors leading by 7. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. And a wide open look for Porter. Hits it from three-point range.
That's too good a look to get there from behind the arc.
Now here's Schroeder. Guarded by Poole. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Reyes. Got it. Good job. And that's 10 points for Che.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Schroeder. To halt the run. And he sinks the layup. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown in the defensive glass.
Here's Reyes. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great job to come through for a squad right there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more.
But we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep working on the perimeter.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there at quarter. And it's Martin in at the power forward position. Here's Schroeder. The teardrop falls in. Schroeder's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding, and that's a hard pivot for a team that until last season was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And, you know, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time.
Now, here's Porter. He's covered closely. Pass to Green. Back to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead early. And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is.
Substitution.
That's it for the first half of action. What's been a... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, you look at Jay in this game, he has been everywhere. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Sliding over to the wing spots, it's Curry and Thompson. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Weissman. And it's Reyes in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. Take the pass to Gordon. For the tie. Weissman with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Let's go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 16 points for James.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
And the foul
Golden
called
State
on
foul.
Shea. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Wall against Thompson. And Wall kicks to Green. Passes to Wood. Over Jay. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 4. It's to Curry. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Wall. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
I like the confidence on the side. He gets to his spot, he goes right to it.
And it's Jay missing. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Green kicks to Wood. And Chris with the Fab 5 in Michigan and that powerhouse Kings team with so much shooting and passing. How special was it to shape the way the game is played now?
It's so special to see vestiges of our styles through the game. I mean, in Michigan, not only did we influence the game with fast break, 94 feet of defense, but we also changed the expectations. It doesn't matter, what what you think of me. I can go out there with hard work and earn my spot and change the expectation of the game. As far as Sacramento, man, it's just so awesome that, we left our game. What do I mean by that? So many teams now play that offensive style that we had at Sacramento. You need a few keys to do that. You need a great player, you need great passes, you need unselfish guys, and you need a family atmosphere in the locker room. And we have it all. Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Green, and Green slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Wiseman dishes to Che. Out to Thompson. 5 to shoot. It's Curry outside. Şengün with the rebound.
Cold quarter for him. Ice cold. It may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can get him a spark.
Right side Wall. Şengün with the bucket.
Assist from
Şengün got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
John Wall getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is.
Rocket sub.
For the Warriors, James Wiseman,
for the
he's
Rockets.
checked in for Kuminga.
Kevin
Andrew
Porter
Wiggins
Jr.
comes in for Otto
Shooting
Porter
1.
Jr. Thompson, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And Chase subbed in for Jordan Poole. So on the floor for Houston. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Jayshawn Tate out there with Gordon. And it's Wood in at the front. Jay outside. Down low. He was off on that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Eric Gordon.
He's healthy. Gordon is extremely effective, an incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet.
And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
Here's Reyes. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Draymond Green. That's his second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that
line for the
increases their lead
Rockets.
to 6.
Kevin Porter Jr. at the line for 2.
And so he drops them both. It's a
Golden State
7-point game.
Good league gets even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 7. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Rocket sub.
This hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Dennis Schroeder.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He's been playing in the past few games. I wasn't sure he'd even get meaningful minutes tonight, but he was a different player altogether. He really found something that worked for him. So Houston wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.
In this episode are brought to you by Google Pixel.
All right, this week the questions are all about offense, so I hope you've been paying attention because we've upped the difficulty. You ready? Here we go. Which NBA playoff season did Michael Jordan set a record 63 points?
Was it 1986, 1987, 1990, or 1993?
That's a whole lot of buckets.
Here's a hint. It was before either of us were born, I think. If you answered 1986, then you are correct. His 63-point performance was electric, but which team did he do that against?
Was it the Knicks, the Phoenix Suns, the Boston Celtics, or the Atlanta Hawks?
Season 7 tipped off and everyone is out, including, wait, who's this? Draymond Green? Team 2K TV member Danny hopped into the city on last Friday and played a few games with the Warriors star. Just goes to show, keep an eye out for the NBA logos. You never know who you could be playing.
Six-time NBA champion, the Bay Zone, Golden State Warriors. In the middle, at 7 feet, number 33, James Wiseman.
Before we get going.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Alan, good stuff there. Makes a good point. Now Atlanta starting 5. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. A couple of teams coming out scorching hot this season, Grant. How far can a hot start carry a team?
Well, some teams can ride a strong start throughout the whole season. I mean, it's just a huge mental boost for a team, particularly early on.
Pass to Capella. Back to Hunter. The 3. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
Here's Jay. Knocks down the long Jay.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
And here's Capella. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
The Warriors leading. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was. And you love Bogdanovich and just the versatility he brings BA.
To the inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night. And the Warriors with possession. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
That's his second
He
personal
makes a
foul.
first. And some changes here for the Warriors.
At the line
Looney's checked
for the
in for
Warriors.
Wiseman. Porter Jr. comes in for Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Stephen Curry. To the paint. Here's Jang. Second chance shot.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside.
That's his first
Not
personal
about to give
foul.
up any
Second
easy
team
baskets.
foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for Atlanta, Gorgie Jang.
Good on the second one. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Che. Nails it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Gallinari with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Suns in Phoenix. Six on the shot clock. From deep. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here. Weekly new group here for the Warriors. Wiggins and Green, the 3 and the 4. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Che in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Back to Young. That shot off. Good work defensively by Wiseman.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well. Oh, nice 180 jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. After he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe, but he has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Young. And here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Here's Che. Guarded by Young. Now here's Curry. The 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
43 seconds left in the first half. And a slam dunk by Capella.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
To the middle. Here's Che. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Young. Fires from deep. Sends it home from 3-point land.
3 points.
Young's got 8 here in this quarter.
And now the defense full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters.
Now into the lineup
with a whole new group out there. The Warriors have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Gorgie Jang is out there with the Kongwu. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then it's Danilo Gallinari. And it's Herder in a two-guard. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Gallinari. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category now?
You know what? I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those two are ones that stick out the most.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Driving in.
Yes, sir. Oh, my. Throw that one up, Todd. What a play. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's Gallinari. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. Pass to Payton. Here's Jay. Herder defending. Inside. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the
Such a wiry frame on Porter. He's got some surprising power in there as well. Allows for him to get the and one.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins checked in. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Herder. Outside Gallinari. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Just another example of why Danilo Gallinari is so difficult to guard. Very skilled at getting himself to the stripe.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Gallinari hits them both. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Che on the take. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Third team foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Wright. 55 seconds left in the third. To the left wing. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Here's an 8-footer. No good. A bit long that time. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Down low. Here's Kuminga. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Kuminga's got his first 2 points of the night.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting it on.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but it's important to the team showing up here, running plays and turning the score.
And he's good on the second. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Che. 19 points in the game. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with a wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A huge 24-point lead for them. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. A chance now to hear Nate McMillan talking to his team moments ago.
Defensively, we got to keep these guys in front of us. Shooting, contested.
Making some changes here. Okongwu checks in for Collins. Gallinari comes in for Hunter. And Wright subbed in for Bogdanovich. Misses. Coaching turnover is a fact of life in the NBA. Grant, as a player, how tough is it to adapt to a new coach?
Well, it depends on the timing. I mean, an offseason change gives the team a time to get used to a new system. Now, if it happens in midseason, it could be a little tough. The learning curve is definitely steep.
We've got Andre Iguodala. Kevon Looney is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Peyton in a shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Yes, it's good. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
That is a tough shot there. Trae Young is such a small player. He needs that floater in his arsenal.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Here's Jay, kept alive. And the basket by Looney.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Che misses the three. Left side Young. Right outside. Back to Young. Got a piece of it.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Here's Che. No good. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One. With confidence, operating flawlessly, the other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Berry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're looking comfortable out there. You feeling good? You feeling good?
Oh, man, look, I got a nice rhythm with my teammates, with the media. Hey, me and Coach starting to see eye and eye. Well, I think we starting to see eye and eye.
Well, speaking of Coach, I just had a conversation with him, and I think he's ready to get you in the starting lineup.
Are you serious?
Do I look like Ashton Kutcher?
Who?
Punked.
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach.
Oh, man, you're making me feel old, MP. Come on. Oh, look, all kidding aside, you're the starter.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yo, look, I'm ready. This is what I do. I'm ready to go out there, show the city what I got, baby. Thank you, Coach G. Woo! I'm starting, man. Dude.
Hey, look, first start. Why do you think it took so long for the coaching staff to come to their senses?
Look, Frank, getting into the starting lineup is something that's not given, bro. That's something that's earned. And it just took me a minute to earn the coach's trust, that's all.
Well, it must have been hard waiting, though, right?
But I don't look at it like I was waiting, you know? I was working, man. Doing what I love to do, it wasn't that difficult for me.
Well, okay then. Well, how much do you think not being the coach's first choice in the draft made getting into the starting lineup an uphill battle for you?
I mean, everybody got their biases, Frank. Luckily, I've been able to perform enough to change anybody's mind that needed changing, you know?
Well, the coaches, first and foremost, I'd imagine.
Look, everybody's in the building. Coaches, the fans, the other teams. I'm an equal opportunity entertainer, Frank.
Yeah, well, it sounds like I need to make sure I'm in my seat then early. Huh?
Hey, that's a good idea.
Have you taken on the 2K TV Jersey Design Challenge? Well, May 29th is the last day to submit, so if you haven't, then get busy.
But first, meet your judge, Corey Populus, designer and founder of Circulate Worldwide Apparel line. You may have seen their designs in 2K22. In fact, you might be wearing them now.
We caught up with him recently and got some insight into what he'll be looking for in your jersey design, so take a look.
The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Hello, basketball. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went.
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Russell. Anthony Edwards out there at Towns. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. And for the Warriors, Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. Shea is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Thompson in at the three. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now, here is Russell. Sinks the three-pointer.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
Reyes the pass to Wiseman. And the rejection by Towns. Thompson against Edwards. For the three. Wiseman with the rebound. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound. Green. And he uses the glass on the way.
Well, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Russell with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
And Doris, the last few years for Russell has seen a lot of turnover and change for that young man.
And you know what? That can really slow down a player on the court more than you think. Last handful of years, Russell has changed teams and coaches several times, and yet he has still continued to be a factor on the floor.
And Russell gets it to go.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
Here's Reyes. Offline with his three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Three-pointer. D'Angelo Russell again. Russell's got 10.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Shea missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the foul called on Shea.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Towns against Curry. Towns kicks to Russell. Over Wiseman.
And the long reach of Wiseman, using it so well to just alter that shot on the way up.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Now, here's Curry. 25 points last game. Count it. Good.
Setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Vanderbilt misses. Warriors trail by 6. Outside, Green. Shea with it. Edwards there. Curry kicks to Shea. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with good stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with him. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Edwards passes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Well, Towns showing himself to be a willing facilitator. If you're open, he's going to find you.
Curry with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shoots the three. And the Warriors miss again.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green, the pass to Curry. First shot, first basket. He's on the blocks fast.
There's a fearlessness that Steph Curry plays with. This guy enjoys getting into the paint and trying his luck with the big man.
Now, here is Russell. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky right there for the deep.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 7. Live from Chase Center. You're watching.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Reed. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And D'Angelo Russell Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sliding over to the wing spots, it's Curry and Thompson. Green and Wiseman make up the inside two. And it's Reyes in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
Shea outside to the paint. Here's Wiseman. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. Inside. Over to the left wing. Now Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Shot clock at 3. Shot, high post. That's short off the rim. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Curry to the inside. From 13, it's rebounded by Towns. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Beasley dishes to Russell. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the last second attempt there.
Well, we know Draymond Green is a tough. Tenacious defender. He is one of the most versatile guys in the game. He can guard any.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4-man position. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling.
That's his first personal foul.
Like we're a part of
Team
this
foul.
NBA family. And to
At
see
the line.
the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Pass to Towns. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the pass to Green. Here's Noel. And the 3 ball is good. Noel's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
To the left wing. On the wing, Thompson. Edwards defending. And a wide open look for Shea. And right away, they launch it with a 3-pointer of their own.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Towns is doubled. Russell passes to Noel. 4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Here's Reyes. Another 3 for Golden State.
He has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors next team.
I think here just got...
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Here's Che. 11 points in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Noel. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Ball to Minnesota. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Jared Vanderbilt.
8 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Beverly. Misses the shot.
You have to admire the activity of Klay Thompson on the defensive end. It seems like he makes it his mission to make life difficult for whoever he's checking.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Minnesota on top, up by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. Thompson and Iguodala make up the perimeter. And it's Reyes in at the point guard position.
That's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the beat with that emphatic finish.
Beasley outside. Down low. He's covered by Iguodala. Beverly wide open from outside off the mark.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. On the interior.
Curry's checked in for Andre Iguodala.
That's his second.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
A nice shot by James.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Towns the pass to Noel. Beasley outside. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Green passes to Curry. Shea outside to the middle. Here's Wiseman. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot. With 6 taken on the floor.
Oh, fantastic job by Wiseman to just stick with it, not let the contact disrupt him. Totally focused on the rim.
Curry against Beverly. Noel passes to Beverly. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Frank, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition of Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions. Because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Timberwolves.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Some changes for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
David, we'll listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Thompson outside. Shea outside. Down low. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
You'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
There's Noel. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his third assist on the night.
And that's about the first defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And Russell gets it to go.
Man, if you're going to be a star, D'Angelo Russell, those are the shots you've got to make.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well, big time moment means big time guy. Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
Russell with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Puts it up. Russell, no good. And George Thompson with it. Bring it up for Golden State. 3-point lead. Shea's shot is off for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Towns finds Russell. And he goes strong in the one-handed jam.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. On deep. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Noel, no good. Shea with it. Inside. Here's Green.
So much variety on that shot.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present the rebounds player of the game.
And he's playing this entire game on his front foot. Driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Noel. Here's Russell. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, Russell is just absolutely fearless. He'll be the hero or the goat in that instance. Yes, sir, hero.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just look those last seconds away.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
At the line for the Dubs. At the line for 2.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Russell kicks to Beverly. Can't knock in the 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice
That's his
but to
first
foul
personal
there.
foul.
He's probably
Team
the last
score.
guy you want to see on the line.
At the
I
line
think
for
obviously
Warriors.
one of Steph Curry's
Stephen
main attributes
Curry.
is he's not one-dimensional.
shots.
I think critics want to say he's about the three-point shot. This guy can score from 3 levels. You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Beverly for 3. Off on that one. So easy the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fingers, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.